What's good? Oh, what's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Get your popcorn ready. It's showtime. What you say? Get your popcorn ready. It's showtime. What's going on, man? What's up with y'all, man? What's up? Yeah, man. So today we're gonna go on here, man. We got make sure y'all like and share, man. Put it in your football group, man. Let's see how many people we can get in here today, man. Where's the next War Radio on November 7th location? The next War Radio, we haven't decided if we're gonna do one more, but if we do it, it's gonna be in Miami, probably at Mylanda Stadium. The next one as of now is November 21st, and that's the national championship. We're taking the top 4 teams, then we inviting some teams from out across the nation, and then we're gonna go. It's gonna go down for 4 days in Okeechobee. So the next one will be down south, in the Miami area. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Oh. So we waiting for everybody to come in here right now. Today we got Lewis Headley, Quincy Roche, Corey Flagg, and Jared Harrison. We definitely need to get some young players. Know that. We were supposed to beat PPO that 13U year that you recorded. What year, man? What you talking about? What year? Help me out. Help me out. Which game you talking about? Y'all supposed to beat PPO. What year you talking about?
Yeah. We should be getting started soon. Just a reminder to please use the hand raise function if you have a question.
What year you talking about, man, huh? Y'all supposed to beat PPO.
This meeting is being recorded.
Lou, can you hear us?
Yep, I just unmuted myself. All good.
All right, great. We're going to go right into questions.
I got a question for Lou.
Headley. First, we have Matt Shodell from Canesport. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Lou, how you doing?
Hey, Matt.
Congrats, first of all, on tying the Miami record last weekend. I wanted to ask, we've had a lot of fans asking us this. You're an older guy, obviously, not news to you. And you still have a couple years eligibility if you want to use it here. Are you definitely coming back next year? Have you even thought about it? What do you sort of see the future holding for yourself after having, you're having such a great year this year? You've shown an NFL leg. Can you sort of fill us on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think at the moment I definitely want to come back next year. I think I've done so much, you know, for started in junior college to come over here. I've been in so many classrooms, and you know, what I mean, I've got to take care of that aspect as well. I know the pros are there, but I really want to concentrate on, you know, getting my degree and possibly a master's. So at the moment, yeah, I'm really focused on, you know, getting educated and yeah, we'll worry about the league and pros, you know, after I pass that aspect.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Foronis from the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey Lou, one thing we've heard that you've improved this season is the directional punting a lot. Tell us about that, what it takes to get to where you are in that area, and what would be next for you.
Can y'all hear?
So you have the booming leg, and now you know you've even upped your directional punting game. So what would be next that you'd have to fulfill?
Yeah, so I think last year we had, you know.
That's the question you were gonna say. Ask him.
Obviously, I hit a lot of balls in, you know, down the middle, and I think that was one of my big things coming this year, and I really worked on it. During our off-season, during the quarantine period, I'm directional, Coach Packy and Coach Coulter, you know, we spoke about it, you know, the importance of getting it outside the hash and how much easier it makes it for our missiles. And I just want to say, like, our missiles, Corey Couch and Gerv are doing such a great job, and they really make me look good. You know, they're causing the fair catches most of the time, and yeah, I appreciate that whole punt team. They're doing a really good job.
Great. Next up, we're going to go to Manny Navarro of the Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey, Lou, curious what your hang time averages have been, because you just mentioned to Corey and Gervin getting down there to cause the fair catches, but it feels like maybe your hang time has improved as well, and where does that maybe compare to last year?
Yeah, I think, so with the rollout, it's not so much hang time, it's a lot on me, you know, the speed I get it off on. I think last year.
Y'all can hear? Hit the like button for me. Share for me, man.
You know, seeing when there's a hold up and whatnot, so I sometimes get rid of the ball a little faster than what I needed to, but this year I've sort of learned how to read the rush, and I'm a little, not as rushed out there. I feel a little calm out there, and, you know, I hold the ball a little bit, and, you know, it gives them boys time to get down there. So by me holding on to it a little longer sometimes.
Give me thumbs up if it's is it clear? Swift, what's going on?
To get down there and get in the face of the returner. And obviously, when there is a rush, yeah, direction is.
What's up, man? Can y'all hear? Why everybody give me no?
Great. Next up, we're going to go to David Foronis of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey Lou, on that note, I noticed, you know, sometimes you'll roll out to the right to punt your balls, and then I was wondering when you do that, why don't the other teams just stack that side? And then I think Pitt did start to do that, and then you had to, you know, quickly punt it on one of them. You know, what do you look for pre-snaps, and you know, do you look for that to make sure, you know, you have to do one or the other, and how do you read that and then adjust on the fly when you see it?
Yeah, so I obviously look, but it's up to, you know, the boys up front. They sort of look around and count the numbers, and they'll check it into a two-step if need be. But I think, you know, I'm perfectly comfortable if it gets checked to a two-step. I can just hit a pro style, and I have no problem with that at all. So I think it showed on the weekend. They checked this, and Pitt were a really good team. I mean, I give them a lot of respect. They did some cool stuff on punt. But
Thomas,
yeah,
you say not a good day on the market.
You know, we're ready for it, and you know, it's just guns players, and we'll just go with it.
All right, then we're going to go back to Manny Navarro from the Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious, do they give you
There's always
specific
something out there,
balls?
Thomas.
How many times have you gotten it so far?
No.
I was messing with Hurts, and now
Okay, I just worried, like, I don't know, if they make, you know, and obviously you got ACC.
it's always something, Thomas. There's always something on the market running.
You know, what they do to kind of.
Go look at ACOR. Look, man, I just gave you that. You ain't even got to be part of CCI. Go look at ACOR. See what's going on with it. I ain't giving no more now. Rest, you gotta get CCI. I gotta get involved with CCI. I ain't giving out nothing else.
Special teams side of things on the game. So, you know, playing under Coach Diaz is amazing. You know, he has the utmost respect for our specialists, and it shows he brings it up all the time, which is really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah,
All right, our last question.
my YouTube been monetized for like 5 years. I've been monetized for like 5 years. Thomas, I know you with me on CCI. I'm talking about everybody else. See, when I'm talking to you, everybody else can hear this.
Complimented each other this past game, and he was really proud of that. How important is that to you, that each facet of the game kind of helps each other? And also, how close are you with the rest of the guys who are not kickers or special teamers?
Yeah, I think, like I touched on before, I think it's really cool that Coach Diaz has a lot of respect for all aspects, whether it's offense, defense, or the specialists. And as far as me being close with everyone, I'm pretty good friends with a lot of people, and I know how important my punts are, for the defense. If I can pin the other team, pretty deep, it gives them it takes sort of the edge off them. So, I mean, that's what I mean. I like to help them out a lot out of everyone. I'm thinking about the defense when I go out there. I want to put them in the best position I can for them to be able to get our offense out there.
Have you seen anything out of Virginia that they do special? I don't know how they are on special teams.
Don't y'all love Susan, don't y'all?
No, I haven't really. We went over some film today briefly.
What was that symbol again?
My team free for anything. And like I said, I trust all them boys up there, and they'll check into anything we need to, and we just go about our business.
Thank you.
All right, Lou, thanks for taking the time to chat with us, and good luck with the rest of the week of practice.
Hey,
ACOR. Just go check it out, though. I mean, you said today's a bad day in the market. What I'm saying is that it's always something up in the market. Welcome to the Caneville. Oh, man, ready to go. Look at ready to go. Ready to go to member night. God damn it. That's what's up, dog. And that's what it's about. It ain't about giving me $8 a month. It's about you supporting the cause, dog.
Yes, I hear you guys. All right, great. We're going to go right into questions for linebacker Corey Flagg. First up, we have Matt Shodell from Kansas.
Okay, what y'all want to ask Corey Flagg?
Yeah, hey Corey, I know coaches have been praising your play, and they said you're actually undertaking more defense.
Come on, give me a question to ask Flagg.
Despite the shutdown, so that's what I want to ask you about. Like, how were you able to pick things up? And it's not easy doing that transition from high school to college. How do you pick up the defense so quickly? And they say you just, you can line everyone up, you know where everyone's supposed to be. Like, how do you get all that despite the shutdown and a limited amount of time?
Well, my high school I came from, my coach in high school, Coach Carlson, was John Kay. They helped me a lot.
Is the game slowing down for him after getting more snaps? Good question.
As well, and coming in to college, coming in early at that, and then COVID jumped on us, and he kind of slowed everything down. And then Coach Baker comes up, he helped me a lot with defense. When I came in, I was getting a lot of mental reps, grade teams, and it was easy, Defense really simple. Coach Diaz broke it down to me too, and I just fell in line.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Feronis from the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Give me another question. I think they kind of asked that question. That was kind of the same question.
Your first few college reps, first tackle, late in the game, kind of at the end against Florida State.
Doesn't he play on the field with Sam Brooks a lot? He plays on the field with Sam Brooks a lot, right?
After a bye week, and what was that like for you? Those 2 weeks leading up to that game. How did you find out you were going to be getting really?
What is his real 40 time because he plays fast? I don't think having a fast 40 time and playing fast kind of correlates together.
Every week, like it's the number one team in the country. They put me in, they throw me in practice every week. So, when he threw me in, I was surprised, but I didn't panic. Like, I just trust my coaching, trust what I did in practice. There was no pressure, and then our scout team was phenomenal. My scout team gives us a great look every week. So, it wasn't no pressure at all.
Okay, and you're saying you found out right there on the sideline at Clemson that you were going in, or were you given a head?
Right, I did, but like I said, Coach Becker treats me every week, since you each week. Like I was going in, like I'm going in, and I just prepare every week, and I take reps, a lot of reps, so, it wasn't a big shocker, but it was a shocker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Next up, we have Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey Corey, obviously you were a big guy already coming in as a true freshman, so physically I don't know how much your body had to change, but I'm curious how much it has changed from when you first got to Miami. And obviously the pandemic made things difficult, but physically how do you feel out there playing as a true freshman, hitting?
Ask Flagg if he could go to Jake Garcia's house and tell him he should come to Miami in person while holding a machete. You're a larger, more physical lineman on the college level provider. That's a good question.
That's not an issue at all. The main thing was just getting the playbook down and getting reps, getting mental reps, and everything else fell in line. But our strength program is amazing.
I'm curious, did you lose weight? Did you like trim body fat? I'm just curious how your body changed when you got in.
What does he attribute his play to? Natural instincts or film study that helps him? That's a good question, dog.
I had surgery and I was on my brace. I gained weight. I lost like, I want to say 20 pounds, something like that. And I lost a lot of body percent with fat on my body. I lost a lot of fat on my body. And other than that, I mean, yeah, he just gets me right, man. Kyle, the nutritionist, he gets me right too as far as what's to eat, what not to eat.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Lake from Inside the U. David, go ahead.
Hey, Corey, I wanted to ask you if there's any particular linebacker in college or the NFL that you like studying.
Skip me.
Maybe you feel like you have
Black
a
media
similar
matter,
skill
though.
set to.
Yes, I study Bobby Wagner, Devin White, guys in the league, and in college. I mean, Bradley Jennings, he's a very smart, intelligent guy. He's an instinct guy.
Martin, you meant to say, what do you attribute your play to, your success that you're having? What do you attribute your success to?
All right, Corey, our last question for you comes from Daryl Streeter of Footballville. Daryl, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Corey, what's going on? So we covered Sam Brooks as he's played youth football. Tell us, how is it to play next to Sam Brooks? How is he on the field?
I'm sorry, Daryl. You repeat yourself?
I said we've covered Sam Brooks since he was playing youth football at Liberty City. How is it playing next to Sam Brooks when he's on the field?
Oh, it feels good, man. Sam's a great guy.
Change the question.
Takes a lot. He's an extension guy, and we just got a good feel for each other when we out there. Knowing which gap we're gonna be in. We just got a great feel for each other. But the whole locker room, we got a great feel for each other when anyone's in. But I mean, when me and Sam are in, it's just a great feel. I know he's gonna be in the B gap, and I'll be in there. I just feel it. I know where he's at. He knows where I'm at. So yeah, he's a great guy. Communicates a lot. Yeah.
Actually, Corey, we have one more for you from Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go
I wonder
ahead.
why was I so low?
Corey, how the defensive line helps you guys? What do you learn from them, and how do they help you during a game?
They help us a lot, man. They stay in the gaps, the discipline. I think they don't get enough credit, for holding down the guards and freeing up our gaps for us to let us mark our gaps, man. Jared Harrison, Quincy, Nestor, all those guys, Jalen, they do a phenomenal job on doing their job, staying in their gaps, discipline, and just let us, play, spike our gaps. Do what we do.
Gotcha. And Quincy, this is his first year here. Anything you can say about him since he's come?
Well, everyone knows Quincy is a great player on the field. That's no shock. But the biggest thing, man, he's a great player. He's a great person. Great person off the field, man. Great leader, great guy. I give huge kudos to him. He's not cocky, very humble guy. You'll be surprised. So I give huge kudos to Quincy.
Thanks.
Awesome. Corey, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk with us, and good luck the rest of the week in practice.
Thank you, guys.
I think so. Next we got So who do y'all think our best linebacker duo is? Not who you want to see play. Like, who's been the most productive on the field together? So
Quincy, I think you're muted.
we got Quincy Roach, and then we got Jared Harrison.
Yeah, awesome, perfect. So we're gonna go right into questions for defensive end Quincy Roche. First up, we have Matt Shodell of Kingsport. Matt, go ahead.
I got a question for Quincy.
Hey, Quincy. So Coach yesterday was talking about how during the last game you were going up and down the sideline.
Phil Rooster the top trying to truck people. Y'all like Flag and Brooks together? They look Miami, right? They fly around, they talk.
Can you sort of walk us through, why you sort of did that?
I think Brooks still has a lot to grow, a lot to learn.
I just kind of try to find my role, get in where I fit in. But
what's up, Willow?
Being excited for your guys.
Well, y'all want to ask Quincy a question?
Being excited for your guys, guys that you go to war with, you work out with, you build a lot of sweat equity with. And so, I just come with being excited for you guys, trying to get you guys around, just being a team player.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Lake from Inside the Youth. David, go ahead.
Yeah, Quincy, wanted to ask you about, I mean, obviously the Clemson offside penalty you were called for earlier in the game, obviously wasn't something you wanted to happen, but how much did that motivate you to come out and have a strong performance against Pitt? And you know, just how did you internalize
Tua
what
starting?
happened in that moment in the Clemson game, I guess?
You really never want to get penalties against you. Sometimes they happen, but I wouldn't say it was the end of the world. But I've been trying to make it my focus to try to limit my penalties and limit my mistakes. But I think as a team we did a great job around the board at that last game.
Awesome. Next up, we have Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey Quincy, so what was it like wearing the turnover chain for the first time? Did you ever think about what it would be like beforehand?
Yeah, I've been trying to wear that chain all year. It was a great.
He said he's been trying to wear the chain all year.
I enjoyed it. Hopefully, I'll get to be back in the turnover chain. But I enjoyed it, man. It was
Like, really? What's the best part of it?
it's kind of heavy. I was walking around for about 5 minutes. I had to take it off. It was kind of heavy.
He said it was heavy.
Also, Quincy, now that you've been here a while, how different is the experience from playing at Temple? From a level of football itself to the city compared to Philly, to Miami compared to Philly? Both things, football and just the Miami compared to Philly.
There's obviously some differences. Just different city, different environment, different guys on the team. I wouldn't say it's just the regular difference, like different environment, different coaches, different players. But that's a hard question because I don't know.
He don't know what to say.
Miami, do you like Miami? What do you like about Miami? Because I love Philly myself also.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I really love both cities. Like I love my time in Philly and I love my time in Miami. Like it's so different. Miami is so different than anywhere I've ever been.
Miami that different?
I enjoyed myself these last 10 months, and obviously I really enjoyed myself in Philly.
But as far as the football goes, Quincy, the level, Temple was, Miami's maybe plays better competition than Temple. I don't know. You tell me. Is there a big difference in the football itself?
I wouldn't say it's too big of a gap in competition level. We play some guys. Obviously, ACC football is a lot different schematically. Some guys are bigger. I think this is a really competitive conference this year. But it's the gap in competition and talent isn't what you would expect.
All right, we have time for a few more. Next up, we have Tom D'Angelo from the Palm Beach Post. Tom, go ahead.
You're done by high school in Fort Myers.
Number one,
Miami different from the rest of the Ask Quincy, is there any new things he has picked up from Coach Stroud?
You guys, you two, yourself and Jalen, kind of there in the weeds. No one knew a lot about.
Good question. I'm gonna see if they get me on the question. I'm gonna see if they get me. Listen, why is Tua starting? Y'all talk to me. Did something happen to Fitzpatrick? Why is Tua starting like in the middle of like a 3-game winning streak?
What has allowed that?
That's kind of just I feel like when Greg decided to opt out, everybody on the D-line decided to step up. We all knew he had to step up. He was a great guy on the team, great player, great leader in the locker room. But me and Jalen, Jafari, Cam, Chance, we kind of embraced our roles on the team. And as long as everybody embraces their role and seizes the moment, we'll be fine.
I played for the Dallas Hurricanes. Dallas Hurricanes.
And following up on, I think it was Matt's question.
Yeah, Fitz is average. Tua give him better chance to win. We winning. What do y'all mean?
After they had,
Maybe Tua looks good in practice. Owner wants to return on his investment. Always happens in football. I got you. That makes sense.
Don't put your head down, because at other times in this program's history, that might have been a turning point, and it might have gone south. But you guys came out, you got a strip sack, I think, on the next.
The return on investment thing is like we invested money in Tua.
Tell me about that time. Was that a point where you felt You needed a
Isn't
strong voice. And you
so?
needed to make
So the
sure
purpose
that,
is not for the team to
everybody
win.
just,
I mean,
put that
I put
behind
money
you,
into
went out
it, so
there
I
and
want
played hard.
Tua to make us win.
Sometimes being vocal is needed.
Yeah, I don't know if he gives them the better
sometimes
chance to win right now.
you don't have to be vocal. So it's kind of finding a spot where it's just looking around, looking at the guys, seeing what the vibe is on the sideline, and just trying to be the best nigga you can. Sometimes that's my role, and sometimes it's not.
Is that your role at Temple? Were you that kind of player at Temple?
I had a lot of help, but just like here, sometimes that was my role, and sometimes it wasn't. I had a lot of good leaders around me, and Sean Bradley, Chappelle Russell, Sam Franklin, Amir stepping up this year, but I had a lot of help and a lot of good leaders around me, just like I had here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we're going to go to David Fronis of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Quincy, I wanted to ask about Jared Harrison Hunt. Just, a guy that had his basketball background, before you got here, as a recruit, and then last season, redshirting, and then what are the strides you've seen in him since you got here and started working with him on the D-line and, to where he is now?
He's a guy that's made a tremendous amounts of improvement over the time that I've been here, just that I've been able to see. Just not just on the field, but off the field too. Everything kind of ties together. And so that's a guy that I think has a bright future. And I'm excited to watch. And I'm excited to watch him grow. And I'm excited to play beside him. But I also want to play the basketball too.
All right, our last question for you comes from Manny Navarro of The Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
You skipped my question.
Hey, Quincy, I don't know if these numbers are exactly right, but it says here you got one more QB pressure this year than Jalen Phillips to lead the team. It's according to Pro Football Focus. I'm curious if there's like an internal competition between you guys to sort of lead the team in that category.
Definitely. We kind of push each other. I would say we push each other to be better every day. Obviously, he wants to have the most. I want to have the most. But I think that friendly competition right there is what makes both of us better, but allows us both to be able to go out there and compete at a high level.
And I guess do the coaches tell you, who's in the league? Do they give you all those stats, or how do you kind of get that information?
We're usually doing it, man. Right after the game, we're usually doing it.
All right.
Quincy, thanks for taking the time to talk with us, and good luck with the rest of the week's practice.
Thank you, guys.
Always busy, man. I'm always got 2-3 different phones. Always texting people, man.
Jared, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. We're going to go right into questions for defensive tackle Jared Harrison Hunt. First up, we have Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead. Susan, I think you're on mute.
Here we go. You got it?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a question for Jared Harrison.
Okay. Jared, the job you've done has been fantastic. I mean, is this the way you envisioned your career to go? And everybody's just so impressed with what you've been doing.
No, this is not what I envisioned. I thought I would be struggling at first, because when I first came here, I wasn't very in tune with football itself, just because of my second year being here. But this year's been so good for me so far, and I hope I can just keep it up.
And anything you can say about Quincy?
Quincy, that's my guy. That's my guy. Actually, out of the whole D line, besides him and football, not football, those are the two guys I look up to, and what's it called? As far as technique and how they play, the mindset during the game, those are the two guys I look up to, and how I try to incorporate my game too.
Thanks.
Awesome. Next up, we have Matt Shodell from Kingsport. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Jared. Want to go back in time a little bit. I think you took up football as a junior in high school, is that right?
That's right.
Okay, so walk us through, is a football coach see you in the hallway talking to players?
Ask him what about his game. Do he think he improved the most from last year?
They've been actually played football since my freshman year, but like I was a big like
That's a good
basketball
question,
guy. I
dog.
was highly recruited.
And man, y'all make sure y'all hit like and share, man. And
School junior year, like no sophomore year,
Footballville.shop, man. Y'all go check out the website. Get you a shirt or two, man.
And then like it just like basketball wasn't just looking too good for me as like as what football was. So football, I tried it out for fun, just for fun. And then I guess I just took over and tight end. And after that, I played D-line and had fun. I had more fun at D-line, so I was like, no, I'm just sitting with football. And I saw my future as that's being on D-tackle, but D-tackle.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Feronis of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Jared, a couple questions for you. What have been the biggest strides you feel you've made in basketball since, first becoming or in football, I'm sorry, since first transitioning to the sport, playing on D-line when you were in high school, and then once you got here, what you had to do, and then second question I want to ask you is, can you describe your hoops game? What do you like on the hardwood?
Okay, what I got better at was using my hands, because during high school I was more of like use my feet kind of guy, like use my like basketball skills in the football field. So I feel like Coach Stroud has taught me to use my hands, and, actually use my strength and like move people and everything. But as far as like my basketball skills on the court, I don't think anybody can guard me. That's it. That's simple. I just feel like I'm too big and quick. Nah, I feel like you gotta let me
Is he
shoot.
playing basketball
I'm
as well?
but I also play defense.
Does he think that being next to?
Awesome. Next up, we have Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey Jared, I wanted to ask you about keep the basketball talk going. Do you guys play a lot of 3-on-3 or 1-on-1?
Miami Flow, what's going on, bro?
During the offseason, I know former Canes have done that kind of stuff. And then also, go ahead. So go ahead into that one. I got to follow up real quick. Go ahead.
So we used to play a lot of basketball. There's a lot of people that you think that aren't good at basketball, but a lot of people that are good on basketball in this team. I haven't seen Quincy play. Things could beat me. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But there's a few basketball players on this team that are actually pretty good, like Jeremiah Payton and what's called Cam Harris.
Cam can't play no basketball.
Cameron Williams.
Oh, right. Cam Harris can't play basketball.
Different guys. Duncan, you have the dunk rankings. Who give me a top 5 of the dunkers on the team?
Dunkers. It was okay. I can't say okay because it'll be either Jeremiah.
Stay 4 years.
Then me. Then I would say Cam. I haven't seen like the older guys play basketball, so they probably could like dunk too, but like I haven't seen them play, so I'm going on basically what I see. Okay. See Avery, Huff. That's it. Like, those are the guys I see like really throw it down.
Okay. We got to make the video.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Wilson from the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey Jared, you said at the top you're a little surprised with how well this has kind of gone. Just I don't know, do you remember like your first football practice or your first game, like what that was like? Was it pretty ugly for you? Were there like embarrassing moments early on?
Yeah, our first game was against last year. It was something.
I like him passing down.
It was like
Eddie, for my lunchtime listening.
I only played 3 snaps.
Bethune Cookman, did you play that game?
Yeah, Bethune Cookman, yes. It was Bethune Cookman. Bethune Cookman was one of the first games I played. I played 3 snaps. And I remember it was just like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared. And I don't know. It just looked bad on film. Yeah, I picked up a lot of like lows.
He said he was scared.
Not a lot of lows. Like I picked up lows, 3 plays. It was just like, how could you do that? And it was just, I didn't like from there on. I just thought like, wow. Like football might not be different, and I don't know. I just worked on myself.
And just from your basketball career, is there, other than just you being athletic and kind of having that quickness, probably better for your size than a lot of guys, are there certain things from basketball that like have helped you make that transition to football? Whether it's like footwork or anything like that?
I would probably say footwork. Well, it's like my footwork hasn't always came from like basketball. I think it came from dancing too. I'm a big dancing guy. I like to dance. So like I was trying to do like the dances that all the little people were doing. So like I feel like all my footwork it came from basketball too, but it also came from dancing.
Yeah. So what are you, like a power forward?
That was at first I was a shooting guard, small forward, then I got bigger, and so they moved to like power forward. So.
All right, we have time for a couple more. Next up, we have David Lake from Inside the U. David, go ahead.
Hey Jared, I'm just curious, did you have basketball offers from colleges in high school?
I had 2 or 3. I had Iona Prep, not Iona Prep, Iona College, I'm sorry. I had a few, like a D2 and a D3.
Okay.
That's it. No, 2 D2s, I'm sorry. 2 D2s, not D3, I'm sorry.
And wanted to ask you too, just the feedback you're getting from Coach Stroud right now. What is like the one area where he's stressing to you that, you know, for you to take the next step, he wants you to work on this?
My paddle, obviously my paddle. I play too hard sometimes. Sometimes like that forces me out of my cabin. But other than that, he says I'm doing great. Just keep playing.
All right, next up, we have Tom D'Angelo from the Palm Beach Post. Tom, go
Where's
ahead.
Darlene Worsham?
Yes, Jared, with the money, Christ the King is a pretty obviously basketball tradition there. Anybody in the past that you looked up to, that you talked to as far as basketball players, any, you know, NBA guys that might have gone to Christ the King that you spoke to or looked up to?
I mean, there hasn't been anybody I looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
But like there was just people that I played against. I admired like how they played. I played with there's a kid named Kofi Cockburn. He's entering the draft this year. He went to Illinois. That's why I played against every day. There's another kid named Musa Cisse.
I think Dad's
Another
gone.
kid named Brian Myers. They're like all these like basketball stars. Like 2 of them going to the NBA either this year. No, one of them goes to the NBA this year. Other one's entering the NBA draft like next year. It's just a whole bunch of NBA talent over there that like I admire. I didn't really look up to them.
Did you ever meet Sue Bird?
So that's the lady legend, right?
The lady legend, Super.
Yeah, I probably seen her, but I don't think
He called her the lady legend.
Yes, I forgot what she looked like. Yeah, I saw her.
Okay, yeah, I mean, so was there a lot of talk about her? I mean, she's obviously one of the greatest women players that ever in the sport.
People talk about her, like, people talk about, like, the women's basketball team talks more about her, like, but, like, we've seen her around the gym, and, like, you know, spoke to her a little bit, we joked about her a little bit, but, like, other than that, like, we haven't really seen her that much, like, besides when we, like, watch the girls practice.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Jared, our last question for you comes from Susan Miller-Degner of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey there, what kind of dancing?
I think it's the last question, it's our last person.
Specifically, what's your favorite?
Oh, look at Susan with the epic question.
Pop Smoke. I don't know if I know about that.
Pop Smoke.
I saw the picture of the Florida faces.
Yeah.
I just like
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah.
Dance.
Yeah.
So like, if you see me on the sideline one time, just hitting like, you know, like a little, I don't know what it's called, but like, it's something with their footwork and everything. And that's what I do. And I do like the movies. You understand?
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Jared, thanks for taking the time to talk with us, and good luck with the rest of the week practice.
Have a good day, y'all.
That's it.
Guys, we don't have any more players available today, but more important news, today is David Villavicencio's birthday, so if anyone would like to wish him a happy birthday, right now is a prime opportunity. Happy birthday!
I think we should all say,
Who birthday?
Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday, David!
David!
Appreciate it.
You're young.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, take care.
Have a good one, everybody.
Happy birthday. I was lit with the happy birthday. So look, no Amari Daniels. Amari Daniels talking about Georgia and what? I forgot what the other one was. It doesn't matter. No Amari Daniels trying to find out if they're going after you, Keith Brown. What's going to happen? David Lake. Did they say David Lake? Yeah, so no Amari Daniels. He put out his final 2. Who knows what that was? You never know what it is. You don't know if it's the kid. You don't know if it's the school. answers I got back, I'm thinking it's the kid. I think because the school wanted him. Yeah, Texas A&M in Georgia. Um, I'll see Amari at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Mari's kind of small. I don't know. I don't know. That seemed kind of weird to me. But these kids, man, they want to commit to, like, man, I'm going to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to SEC. And they don't be thinking about their future. You know what I'm saying? Like Xavier Williams from Chaminade who went to Alabama. I don't even think he's gotten on the field yet. Yeah, they're already after cornerbacks, man. They after cornerbacks. We got that. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, I'm not even sure we needed another running back in the class. I know they need cornerbacks and quarterback. Let's see if we get Xavier on the phone, man. I'm on the phone. Woo. Transfer portal most likely. We are in dire need of cornerbacks. What if Markevius Brown does not come to Miami? I mean, if he don't come, he don't come. But they listen, man. They have to have a cornerback board, like who they want. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but we really do need some cornerbacks. Got business coming through my phone and stuff like that. Man. Coach, what's going on? Any late bloomers at cornerback in South Florida over 6 foot running a 4.5 or 6? Man, it's cornerbacks all across Florida, man. Listen, man. It's cornerbacks all across Florida. I mean, I don't think that's gonna be an issue. Hey. Couldn't play out for Juco. I'm sure they're looking at all those avenues, man, for cornerbacks and stuff. Juco, I mean, but I don't think. Listen, man, we got an awesome class. Our cornerback position has got decimated, so I'm sure they're looking at all of that at this point, because they have to make up for what we lost. They have to. I got froze for a minute or something, man. But listen, we need bigger wide receivers with speed. I just hope our new coordinators develop our wide receivers. Fool. We just got to develop it, I think. We got to understand, we're recruiting wide receiver talent. I think we just have to develop them. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think it's, you see the kids we're recruiting. You see them. It can't all be bust, right? The talent is there, just underdeveloped. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's like when you see who we're recruiting, I mean, yeah, talent is there. I just think it's underdeveloped. Woo. So listen, man. About to run up out of here. Don't nobody do it like us, big dog. I don't care what y'all say. Don't nobody do it like we do it. Don't nobody give you what we give y'all. Big time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do us a favor, take the video, share it in your football groups, put it in your football chat groups. Yeah, do us a favor. That'll help. I mean, nobody give you what we just gave you. Nobody gives you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different what we give you. We need receivers that need to be more aggressive. I think them being more aggressive and stop being pretty boys, I think that's a development thing. I think that's a skill thing. It's not a coincidence that Clemson DBs are always in the right place when the ball is in the air. Not a coincidence. I mean, that's not a coincidence. You feel me? It's not. It's not a coincidence. USC offered a third quarterback, Jake Garcia. They after Jake Garcia, man. We may get him. But listen, man, I'm going to run up out of here, man. I got some business to take care of. I love y'all, man. Share the video for us, man. Like and share. And make sure y'all turn your notifications on YouTube. Because your notifications got to be on and you got to hit the alert bell. Curveball, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back at it tomorrow, man. I'm going to try to do this for y'all every day. So let the Cane fans know, let people know, man. Put it in your text group, man. Help us out, man. Appreciate it.